Want to welcome you live to Billy D. Hillier Stadium at the campus of Faulkner University for this Mid-South Conference opener between the Faulkner Eagles and the Bethel Wildcats. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner bringing you the action in this one as a Faulkner team that has tried to spend the week ignoring the fact that it is receiving votes for the first time in 3 years. Readies to really find out if they have taken a step forward as the last 3 meetings against this Bethel Wildcat program have resulted in a 3-0 Bethel run against the Eagles at a combined score of 177-6.
Yeah, I was going to say a large score going their way.
So, again, none of that matters to what you're doing today.
Right.
But just as Dane Brown said all week long, it also doesn't matter that you had 2 guys win Player of the Week last week.
Yep.
Or that you're receiving votes.
Yep.
As he called it all week, borrowing from Nick Saban. That's all rat poison. And his message was, you've accomplished nothing. Stay to work, stay to the process. Well, we'll see how the process produces here today. Eagles will kick it away.
An interesting thing in this one this year, both defenses have been really good. Both ranked 14th for Bethel. They're giving up 272.5 yards per contest. Faulkner immediately behind them at number 15, 273.8 yards per contest. And both of those 14th, 15th in the NAIA this season to this point.
So 2 very good defenses. Faulkner teed up, ready to kick it away. We'll talk about some of these starters as we go. That one sent back inside the 1, really at the goal line. He'll return it up to the 15, turn the corner to the 20, 25, and be wrestled down around the 28-yard line. It's a Bethel team that's 1-2. They lost the first game of the season to Mary Hardin Baylor out of Texas, and then it went down officially as a forfeit against Kaiser, and got their first win back on September the 20th, 24-7 victory over Weber International. Now, coming off a bye, ready to take on these Eagles. Takes the snap, puts it in the gut of the back, and he'll lunge forward for a couple. David Turner will get you these Faulkner defensive starters a little bit at a time here in just a moment. Need to talk about this Bethel offense. And it's an offense that historically has put up a lot of points. And they're going to take a shot down the field here. And he caught it. And he's going to head to the house. But there's a flag down. So a flag down at the 30. Going to erase what was an absolute shot touchdown play. The Eagles are already walking it back. Just as we were saying.
Offensive pass interference.
Yeah, just as we were saying, hey, look, this is a team that puts up a lot of points. He takes a shot down the field and a beautiful play. However, they're going to call offensive pass interference on the receiver there. That's number 7, Ray Harvey. All right, I'm going to get you this Bethel offensive starters before David Turner talks a little bit about the defense. The quarterback is number 2, Destin Chance. In the backfield with him, number 21, Jarvis Stockton. The tight end, number 19, Ivan Arroyo. The wide receivers, number 7, Ray Harvey, number 6, Jaden Pressey, and number 1, Ethan Bunch. On the front line, left to right, it's number 73, Christian Harden, number 74, Aaron Robinson, number 66, Jaden Taylor, number 64, Jakah Fox Jr., and number 78, Sean Farnham. I'll tell you about those Bethel defenders when Faulkner has the ball. Eagles with 4 down linemen right now. Chance out of the gun, takes the snap, drops, pressure coming off the side, finds his man short of the 6, and he gets stuck immediately. Dropped at the 27-yard line.
Tackle made by number 5, Cade Horton, one of those cornerbacks in that defensive backfield for the Eagles. The rest of this defensive backfield will be number 15, Rod Ivy, number 2, Elijah Short, Number 1, Caleb Williams manning that strong safety spot. Cade Horton is mentioned, and number 34, Jahaziel Hooks.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Chance will go out of the gun. He's got a back with him. Going to be 3rd and ball's officially on the 22, so 3rd and 15 or 16 here. He's spun out of the pocket. He'll tuck it and go. 25, 30, 35. Short of the sticks as he dives forward down at the 37-yard line. Nearly converted the first down.
It was real close, and that was pressure up front by the freshman Dylan Rogers.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Eagles got pressure but lost contain there. Let's see if they're going to try to draw them off. It's a big gamble early. They'll check with the sideline. And a timeout going to be taken by Bethel. So an offensive pass interference sets them behind the sticks and erases what was a 70-plus yard touchdown pass. Now on 4th and 1, they're going to call a timeout. And I don't think you're taking that timeout if you plan to punt it.
I wouldn't think so either at this point of the ball game for sure. One thing to talk about and think about, too, is play clocks on the field not working. Had one end that was not working, so got to shut them both down. So that's being kept on the field. So that might be a factor within this, too, going for it, this early in distance.
Yeah, and another factor I would give you is very simply, and they do send the punter onto the field. I was going to say, if you're going for it 4th and 1 here at this part of the field, it's because you've got that good of a defense.
Yeah.
You trust it. Had they gone for it, it would have been their 7th 4th down conversion attempt of the season. They have converted 50% of the first 6. Punter on the field now. Eagles have got to be disciplined. There's the snap. Oh, no, he got under it, and it spins backwards on him. Checks up and takes a Faulkner roll. Oh, my, all the way back to the 34-yard line, and it would have been worse, but it was saved. It's a negative 3-yard punt on a punt that never got touched by anybody. Wow. Looked like one of those angels in the outfield kind of punts. Like the ball went up and then it just shifted the wrong direction.
And you could tell as soon as it came off his foot, he didn't hit it right, and he knew it. But I don't know if he expected it to do just what it did there.
So a negative 3-yard punt sets the Eagles up at the 34-yard line of Bethel. 5 receivers in the formation. It's Deuce Marshall at quarterback. Marshall was the quarterback last year, moved to receiver, and he takes the first snap of the day here, and he dumps it underneath. Caught. That's number 44.
It's Gage
Mims. Number 8 on your depth chart, number 1 in your hearts.
There it is.
But number 44, Gage Mims on the catch. 5-yard gain. So the Eagles experienced an injury at quarterback. There's the snap, the give. He goes over the middle, and straight ahead, moving the sticks is Robin Harris. Experienced an injury at quarterback as they've had a little bit of a rotation going. It really is the one position more than any other on the field that they've continued to try to find some answers. And had settled into a little bit of a rotation with Cam Wellington and Eli Moore, but Cam Wellington injured last week at Union. And so Deuce Marshall gets the first snaps of the day here. Right tackle, Robin Harris hunts, pecks, turns the shoulders, and gets what he can get up to the 18-yard line.
This Robin Harris had a good week last week, 80-plus yards on the ground for the Eagles in that victory, as you mentioned.
So I would read you the depth chart for the Eagles, but it's not right. Eli Moore listed as the starting quarterback. It's Deuce Marshall today. Deuce Marshall listed as a starting receiver, also not right.
We do have Robin Harris as the back, so
that is
we
correct.
know that one's out.
And Gage Mims.
Gage Mims, that's correct. Number 0 is out there, Davian Liddell at receiver.
The reigning Mid-South Conference Special Teams Player of the Week.
Kentrell Borden, the junior, also the other receiver on the outside.
Deuce drops. Deuce flips it. Deuce back shoulder fade, and Liddell can't haul it in. He hit him in the number.
It's a good throw, probably a little bit just behind him. Probably wanted that a little bit further out.
Yeah, more of a lead than a back shoulder.
Yeah. It's always hard to go against the back shoulder throw nowadays, though,
well,
the way these defenses do.
And it's hard as a receiver when you've got 2 steps on your guy to spin your hips around that way. So, all for naught there on third down. 3rd and 5. 4 receivers in the formation, and Deuce Marshall still the quarterback, Robin Harris with him. He drops, sets, going to tuck it and go. Got to juke the big man. Going to turn the corner. Deuce Marshall short of the sticks up to the 17-yard line.
That was a good job by Darrell Miller, the defensive back there, chasing Marshall down, getting the stop short of the sticks, about 3 yards short. So that's going to bring out the field goal unit.
Well, and I say in another scenario, maybe you go for it here on 4th and 3, but Jacob Huff has been so good this year, you take the points.
Early on, take the points and let's go.
100%. But I think that's also a testament to how good your kicking game has been.
Yep.
Jacob Huff climbing the season record for most field goals. That one, not good. Just as we said that the kicking game's been really sound, Huff with a rare miss.
It's too close. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not 50-plus.
Back it up 20 yards, and he's got it. So Eagles come away with no points there, and now your defense goes right back to work. And if you're Bethel, you punted the ball -3 yards in your own territory, and you didn't suffer for it.
You got to feel good coming out of that the way that you did if you're Bethel, and now you can get this offense back on the field and try to get ahead of the sticks, unlike that pass interference on that first drive.
Ball on the 20-yard line. Destin Chance out of the gun. Jarvis Stockton, the running back, with him. He's got 4 receivers in the formation. Chance will take the snap, fakes the give, flips the screen look on the left side to the receiver. He's sandwiched by a couple of tacklers, but he got good yardage on first down. Up to the 26-yard line.
Caleb Williams on the stop.
Ray Harvey, that ex-receiver on the outside that they hit on that one. Now he looks for Harvey again and catches it in between 5 defenders and makes a move. Big yardage and a first down for Ray Harvey, 6'1", 180-pound transfer from Slippery Rock University, native of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 4 receivers here. Fakes the give, drops, pressure behind him, scrambles off his spot, flips it up and out of bounds, incomplete.
Good pressure by those 4 down linemen on that one. On that particular down, that was number 22, Tank Hill, number 90, Desmond Crenshaw, number 92, Jaden Randall, and number 16, A.J. Aluze was out there.
Desmond Crenshaw looked like he beat his man there, but then almost looked as if he was boxing him out, like it was containing more than providing the pressure there to keep the quarterback from taking off. And there's Hooks, misses that tackle, and they come and clean it up to keep him shy of the sticks, but it's number 13, Micah Jones, on the catch. Ball up to the 47-yard line, 3rd and manageable here for the Wildcats. And you're in the part of the field that feels like 4-down territory right now. Four receivers.
Linebackers right now, number 4, Elisha McNeil is out there.
Chance drops, fires down the sideline.
Wide open.
Caught.
Great throw.
It's Micah Jones. And that defense not able to track him. And it's a big play down the sideline. You got to wonder for the Eagles, what's your adjustment here?
Chance caught the safety slow, getting over into coverage, and took advantage of it, dropped it right in the basket.
Chance, the give. Tackle right at the line. Maybe got a yard. No, nothing.
Bethel come out playing with pace. Chance takes the snap again. Pressure in his face. Gets the ball off.
Oh, man. Looking for that slant route. Unable to connect with him because of the pressure in his face. Desmond Crenshaw breaks that up with his pressure. And that's good because Ray Harvey had a step on his man. Now 3rd and 10. The Eagles have bent. Can they hold here? 4 receivers. Working out of the gun again is Chance. He'll take the snap. Looks, scrambled off the spot. A big-time hold there as 99 got spun all the way around, and there was no flag. 99 got spun all the way around by the offensive lineman, and there was no flag, but he throws it out of bounds.
I think the pressure took Chance away from where the play was designed to go.
I think it also took the white hat away from the play because he was fleeing from the spot.
He saw that big blue jersey coming, too.
He ain't seen nothing. Field goal attempt. This is Zach Clutch. What a great name for a kicker. That one up and through. The aptly named Zach Clutch puts it through, and Bethel leads 3-0. We pause on the Faulkner Sports Network. So Zach Clutch gives his team a 3-0 lead, but a clutch job by the Faulkner defense in the red zone as they were able to hold Bethel there to a field goal. Teams traded scoreless possessions to start. Wildcats score on their second possession, and with 7:12 to go in the first, Faulkner's going to try to answer. That ball sent deep, and it will go out of bounds, so the flag will be dropped. Faulkner will have good field position to start this drive.
Drive will start at the 35 for the Eagles.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left, and it's still Deuce Marshall. He'll work out of the gun. Robin Harris with him. Gage Mims, the tight end on the right. Pistol look here. Man in motion. Goes around. Now hits his man on a good post route.
That's a good throw on timing right there from Marshall.
Kentrell Borden secures it to midfield.
Throw was right as he made the break into the post.
Empty backfield now. Robin Harris in the slot to the right. Deuce Marshall, ball at midfield. Takes the snap, pressure right in his face, throws it to Liddell, who's got to come back for it, and Liddell fights and fights and fights, and how did he get 5 yards out of that?
That's a really good play for Liddell. When Marshall threw that ball, it did not look good. Two defenders emerging on that pass, and then Liddell just able to make something out of nothing there. They're going to give him 4 yards officially.
So 4-yard gain for Liddell on a play that looked doomed. 3 receivers, a back and a tight end, and Marshall out of the gun again. Man in motion across his face. He'll give it. Nope. Fakes the give and pulls it. Deuce Marshall with a first down run. Great fake on the give to Robin Harris. Moved the linebacker off his spot and then went to where he just vacated.
It's a great job holding that ball right in the belly of the back. And like you said, that linebacker bit on it. As soon as that hole opened up, Marshall pulled it and took off.
Ball almost to the 40. They mark him short of the sticks. They said Deuce started his dive shy of the sticks.
It's your 3rd and inches here. Got to get to the 40.
Big time play, 3rd and inches. Give to Robin Harris, nowhere to go. He cuts back the other way. He's got to get upfield. He does. Robin Harris with a first down and still going. Inside the 30-yard line. The play was designed to go right. Nothing was there. Harris cut it back.
That's a great job by Bethel. They sniffed that one out, took up every hole on that side of the field, and again, give Deuce Marshall credit. As soon as he saw that, he left, made a block on a linebacker on the outside, giving Harris enough room to get there.
Deuce Marshall out of the gun, 3 receivers. Gage Mims to the right. Robin Harris is the back. Mims flips left. Play clock not operable. They flip Mims back right. It's got to be getting late on the clock now. Got to get that snap off. He does. Option look, keeps it. And look at Deuce driving a forward through contact to the 24-yard line. A little bit of a speed option look there.
4-yard gain on first down for the Eagles. Keeps everything open for them here on 2nd and now 6.
4 receivers. The one in the slot on the right is the tight end. Deuce Marshall working out of the gun. Robin Harris is the back with him. Takes the snap. Tucks it and goes around the right side. Across the 20 to the 17, 16-yard line. Going to be another first down run for Deuce. They're keeping it very simple for Deuce right now. It looks like it's 1 or 2 reads and go.
Yep. It's good play calling right now, simplifying things for a guy that you mentioned it was quarterback last year, but started out receiver, went to quarterback, now went back to receiver, and now he's back to playing quarterback. So you bring those things, make it as simple as you can, 1-2 reads at the most.
And you wonder how much of the playbook he knows right now for that spot. Yeah. Fakes the give, looks, fires, completed to Darian Riggs. Riggs will go ahead to the 11, maybe the 12. They put him at the 11. He needs the 6 for the first down. They say they spotted at the 7 instead. No, maybe they will go 6. There we go.
Bonus out of that for Marshall is 1 or 2 reads. You can take advantage of his athleticism. We've already seen it, get him out, which that was a part of the playbook before with these quarterbacks that we're playing. But Marshall gives you a little bit more of that advantage with his size.
Well, and look, there's a lot of good athletes on this team. He still might be pound for pound the best athlete on this team. He's so dynamic and explosive. 3 receivers in the formation. Robin Harris next to him. Marshall out of the gun. Takes the snap. The give, Robin Harris. Left guard, nothing doing. Bounces it out, driving forward. He got something out of that somehow. They're going to give him the 10-yard line, which is a gain of 1 when it looked like he should have lost 2.
He might have had more, but as soon as he went to stick his foot in the ground and plant to go head that way, you saw his foot slip. And so that allows the defenders to catch up with him a little bit quicker.
So 3rd and about 3 here. 3 receivers. Marshall out of the gun. Robin Harris is the back. Riggs in motion across the face of Marshall. Marshall goes right, option, look, dangerous pitch, fumble. Loose ball, and Bethel's got it. Marshall tried to pitch it too late after Harris had already moved upfield, and it's going to go down as a fumble. And twice now the Eagles get deep into the Bethel red zone and will come away with no points.
Pitched it too late, and there was already a defender in between the back and the quarterback, making it even harder for Harris to see to make the catch.
Well, and that's maybe your only, like if you were ever going to throw a challenge, maybe your only argument is Harris was already in front of him. Did he pitch it forward to make it an incomplete pass? Now out of the gun will go Chance. Bethel the lead in the ball. Drops, looks, got a man streaking down the sideline, incomplete. He wanted number 11, and that's going to be Kareem McCune.
It's Caleb Williams on the coverage. One-on-one on the outside on that one. We've already seen Bethel multiple times taking that deep shot.
4 receivers. Chance out of the gun again. Takes the snap, drops, scrambles. Pressure from behind, and he'll slide down shy of the 15. They say he started his slide at the 13-yard line.
Again, we see pressure from the outside there, but contain is broken and allows Chance to scoot up the middle and get several yards here, make it third and manageable here.
Third and about 5 officially. And a flag before the snap.
Which might signal a false start. It is.
Yeah. So back him up. So third down and 10 from the original line of scrimmage, the 8-yard line. Takes the snap, surveys. Pressure coming, chases him off his spot, looking for his man who never got into his route. Wanted a flag at the top of the route, didn't get it. It was number 81, the intended target there, and 81 is Alonzo Russell, the senior out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, transfer from the Cumberlands. And they'll punt it out of their own end zone, and now Bethel's only hope is a forward punt. As long as he doesn't miss kick it, they'll be fine. Logan Miller has probably punted the ball a few thousand times in his life and never hit it quite like he hit that last one, which went for -3 yards. That's a much better one, end over end. Checks up at the 50 and takes a good roll. Nice job by Miller, picked up at the 37, 40, dances inside 45, 50, dragging a man forward and to the 48-yard line, and now a flag comes down behind the play. So the return itself is into Bethel territory, but there's a flag behind at the 43-yard line. Blindside block. So they're going to march it back 15 yards from the spot. So instead of getting it at the 43 where the flag was dropped, or even better, the 48 where he got to, the 28-yard line.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 28. So the punt ends up, with the penalty and everything combined, being very effective. Flips the field. Little under 36 seconds left in this first quarter, and it's a 3-0 Bethel Wildcat lead. Faulkner's third possession in the offing. The first two have gotten deep into Bethel territory and produced no points. A missed field goal and a fumble. 4 receivers, 1 back. Deuce Marshall out of the gun, and Robin Harris will run out on that screen look, and Deuce dances and gets slung.
Swallowed up by number 12, Tyson Hornbuckle, the sophomore linebacker from Paris, Tennessee, on that one.
Ball back to the 23-yard line. Don't know if Mr. Hornbuckle's family's watching, but shout out to the good folks from Paris, Tennessee, in particular the Eastwood Church of Christ up there. I did my youth internship there nearly 25 years ago. It's my one story with Paris, Tennessee. It's all I got for you.
That'll get us to the end here of the first quarter.
It's
a 3-0 Bethel lead after 1. We'll get to the second here in just a minute. This is Faulkner Sports Network.
Ball on the 24-yard line. Make it the 23-yard line, 2nd and 15. Give is to Robin Harris, and he'll get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Now you're looking at 3rd and about 11. Punt alert is the call on the Faulkner sideline. Three receivers. There's the snap. Drops. Looks. Fires. Gage Mims cut down immediately.
Tackled by Brandon Hall, number 9, the defensive back from Shaw, Mississippi.
Bethel has solved something on this Faulkner offense in this possession in particular. So we'll see what the counterpunch is from the Eagles, and quite honestly, one of the best things they can do for themselves is create something on the defensive side that swings it back a little bit.
I think what Bethel may have noticed already early on, at least to this point, Faulkner not wanting to go deep with any passes, so they're trying to keep everything underneath or in the run game, so they're trying to take advantage of that.
What a punt. Oh, my goodness, what a punt. Wow. Braxton Berry with an incredible punt back to the 8-yard line. 64 yards, no return. He outkicked his coverage and the return man and everybody else. Braxton Berry flips the field by himself. So now the Eagle defense can play a little bit looser here. Takes the snap, fakes the give, fires the screen look, and they'll take him down after a gain of about 6 or 7 there. Ball up to the 15-yard line. Ray Harvey on the catch makes it 2nd and 3. Four receivers. Takes the snap, drops, pressure in his face, slings it deep, overshot him, incomplete. Wanted number 6, Jaden Pressey. Ball on the 15. 3rd and 3. Elisha McNeil showing blitz in the middle. He backs out of there. Chance chased off his spot. They'll keep contained. He signals them to go. Picked off! Picked off! Great job by the defensive back, number 2, Elijah Short. Chance rolled out, signaled his receiver. Short saw the eyes of the quarterback and floated into the spot that he was looking at and picks it off in plus territory. And what did we just say? The best thing the Eagles can do is create something defensively. Well, they created it with the punt first.
Yeah.
And then Elijah Short with the pick. By the way, that Braxton Berry punt is the 6th longest punt in the history of the program.
Wow. That's the 6th interception on the season for the Eagles here.
Well, the 6th longest punt in the history of the program, the 6th interception of the season, and now let's hope it comes up 6s offensively. You're due for one more here. 2 receivers right, 1 left. There's a tight end, Gage Mims. Snap, fakes the give, drops back, gets it out of his hand. Gage Mims can't quite get it. Good coverage on the play by Jose Joyner. And Joyner at 6'3" makes a tough target to throw over the top and try to drop it in the bucket.
That's what I was noticing when that throw was coming to Mims there. That's a big defensive back trying to get that ball over.
Yeah, if that's a 5'11" defensive back, you drop it right in his hands. But at 6'3", that's a tough throw. There's the give. Nowhere to go for Harris, but he'll turn the corner and work forward anyway and lose a couple. So offense still going the wrong way. Third and 12 now. At this point, put it in the middle of the field and do what you can to shorten the field goal.
I was going to say, it's interesting, we haven't seen Styles Hughes yet in the backfield, and as soon as I thought that, here he comes out on the field.
Styles Hughes with 1 leg sleeve. Number 24 next to Deuce Marshall there. There's the snap, rolls right, pressure behind him, got to get it out of his hand, and he won't, and that sack is going to take him out of field goal range. Deuce has got to throw that ball away because at 52 yards, Huff has made 54. You know you can kick it from 52, but nothing you can do with that.
Yeah, now you're about 60 yards. You don't want to do that.
So the first interception of Elijah Short's career will not produce points.
So now you're looking to pin the Wildcats deep again.
It's going to be tough because he can't get the full leg into that one. He's going to try to check it
up.
And he does! Braxton Berry! Oh, my goodness! Braxton Berry checks it up inside the 1. It bounces back. They'll down it at the 3. Braxton Berry with
that's just
incredible.
That's textbook. Exactly what you wanted to do in that situation.
Wow. Ball at the 3-yard line. What a weapon it is when you got a punter that can do that. Boom 164, and then Pooch one that checks up inside the 1 and downs at the 3. I mean, It's hard to have a guy who can do one of those, let alone both. There's the give, right guard, nowhere to go. Maybe he lost a yard there. No, they get him back to the line of scrimmage. 10:30 and counting in the second quarter. Out of the gun. Fires. Picked off
again.
Another pick. Braxton Berry gets an assist on both interceptions deep in Bethel territory.
It's number 15, Rod Ivy.
Rod Ivy with the pick after Elijah Short had it last possession, and now you're even closer. At this rate, eventually one of them is going to be in the end zone. Did they say he dropped it?
They say it skipped going into his hands. Yep.
They say incomplete.
Yep.
They say incomplete instead of intercepted there, so 3rd and 10. Now your defense got to get back to work on this play. Is he challenging?
Yep.
Dane Brown with his first challenge of his career. Randy Ragsdale standing behind him, hands on hips, which is the posture that says, I know he caught that ball. So while they look at it, we'll see if does our production crew have a replay on that? Can we get a look at it? We don't have the replay. So we will all be surprised together.
We could postulate on what happens, but, you know, who knows?
You got to have indisputable evidence because the call was that it hit the ground.
And that's always the key to these particular things is the call on the field, because you have to have that undisputable proof that it is what it was. If this goes down, it would be Ivy's first career interception. But let's see.
Would be a huge moment.
And the other thing with this, it has to be indisputable proof. We don't have 800 cameras around the field like so many of these other
Make sure the microphone works, but the defense stays. So ball set back at the line of scrimmage at the 13. Four receivers, twin stack on the left. Chance looks, Chance throws, wide open in the middle of that defense, and he'll turn it upfield for a big play.
Chance caught the zone right there. Safety coming back, cornerback lefts him off to the safety, and then just hits him right in that soft spot.
No pressure in Chance's face on that play. And so you go from the pick inside the 15 to now they're all the way out to the 36. With a couple of big plays in the last 3 snaps. 4 receivers again. There's the give. They'll pull him down, and the German suplex on the tackle.
Stockton on the run.
Gets ahead to the 43. Drops, no pressure there, incomplete. Hit him in the number, but a diving effort right there for Ethan Bunch to try to haul it in. Couldn't hold on. Big moment for the Eagle defense on 3rd and 3. Can they get off the field? 4 receivers out of the gun. Takes the snap and drops. Scrambles. Runs left, signals, and gets beyond the sticks again. Eagle defense, hands on hips, looking tired right now. Ball on the 47-yard line. Working out of the gun. There's the give. Stacks him up, and he breaks the other way, and he's got room to run.
First down run there by the back, Jarvis Stockton. Defensive line stacked him up there on the initial hit, then able to break out, go to the outside.
4 receivers. Chance takes the snap, drops, steps forward, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It was number 81, the intended target, Alonzo Russell. Injured Eagle on the play. Let's pause. Faulkner Sports Network. Ball on the 43, 2nd and 10. I believe that was Caleb Williams getting some attention. That's the reigning Mid-South Conference Defensive Player of the Year, or Player of the Week, rather. So a very big piece of this defense off right now. He'll test the middle and be taken down. Big 3rd and 8 here. It has been Chance's legs that have been the problem on 3rd down on broken plays. Do the Eagles spy him? What do they do here? Drop, pressure, slings it downfield.
Man open.
Incomplete. So 4th and 8, and you'd presume the punting unit here. 4th and 8 from the 41, and there is the punting unit. Miller trying to pin the Eagles back deep here. 6:51 to go in the half. End under end, and it's a good one. Puts it over Horton's head and gets it into the end zone. So the Eagles will have good field position. Talking about that punt performance so far from Braxton Berry, Carter Moles did a great job putting in game notes today just how special the special teams have been for the Eagles. Jacob Huff enters the day with the longest field goal in the NAIA this season at 54 yards, and Berry entered the day ranking 2nd in the country in average punt yards at 46.6. And then he boomed a 64-yarder, and then he checked another one up that's not going to help the average, but it's going to help the team and inside the 20.
And that checkup's every bit as important as that 60-plus yarder
100%.
was.
Because you're going to net every bit of those yards. 3 receivers. Back is behind, and that's the give to him. I believe that's Lamarian Booker.
It is.
Booker missed the last couple of games. Banged up. He's back in there. Ball's on the 21, 2nd and 9. Defense has played well. Special teams have been good, save for the one missed field goal. Offense has got to do something to help those two teams out. First 2 drives were promising. Last 2, they've gone backwards. There's the give to Booker. Right side, back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, if that. Yep, 3rd and 8. So a pair of 1-yard carries, and now you're in 3rd and long again. Everything in tight right now for Deuce Marshall on 3rd and 8. Takes the snap, steps up, can't get out of the sack.
Brought down, good pressure up front by the Wildcats. That's number 54 on the stop, T.J. Hart, the junior from Lexington, Tennessee.
The last 3 possessions on 3rd down, it's been indecisiveness for Deuce Marshall. 1, when he held the pitch too long on the option that led to a fumble. The last 2, he sacked on 3rd down both times. So Bethel has clearly changed the look, so he's not getting that one quick look and go.
And when that last one was the worst sack to take because it took you out of field goal range, and then you had to punt there, not even giving yourself to put points on the board.
Now Barry going to have to kick out of his own end zone again. The ball, the 13 is the line of scrimmage, and Barry lets go of another good one. It's going to bounce at the 50 and take a Faulkner roll to the 40. So Barry with, I believe, a 47-yarder. Now the defense back to work. They had a pick and what they thought was a second pick.
Yeah, and through that timeout, while they're looking at that pick or incomplete pass is what it ended up being, they got back out on the field, and that's when Bethel was able to run down the field here just a little bit. And let's see kind of where their headspace is now.
Give is to the back. He'll try the middle, nowhere to go. Drives forward. Now the scrum. Get him up to the 43-yard line, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 rather. 4:02 and counting on this clock in the second quarter. Drops, looks, fires, dropped. Had his man, and he looked to make his move before he pulled the ball in, and that was Ray Harvey.
One of those instances you feel like it's too easy a catch. You can just go and start looking and feeling where everybody is. Most important thing is looking that thing into your hands.
3rd and 7, big play for the Faulkner defense here. Chance out of the gun. There's 4 receivers. He drops, he looks, fires right side. Hit right at the sticks. They're going to mark him a yard shy.
That's a great play on the outside by Dowdle, stopping it just short, 4th down.
Now 4th and 1 from their own 49. See if they're trying to get him to jump or if they're really going to go here. They're going. Fakes the give, and he made his move and got upfield, and it's a 1st down for the Wildcats.
It's a good block on the backside. Dowdle played it incredibly well again, trying to fight his way around the receiver. The receiver just essentially boxed him out, and he was able to scoot ahead of him for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from the Faulkner 46. 4 receivers. Chance drops, looks downfield, plenty of time, throws it, incomplete. Once again, wide open in the middle of the zone. There's 5 blue jerseys around him, but none of them close to him.
It's 170 yards of total offense for the Wildcats thus far, and only 58 for the Eagles in this one.
There's the snap, drops. Pressure short of the sticks, and he didn't catch it. Nigel Dowdle again breaks it up. Dowdle. They're testing him over there, and he has responded well the last couple of opportunities. Third and 10 now. 2:48 left in the half. Drops, pressure in his face, scrambles. Somebody's got to close him out. He'll make the move and get the first again. That has been the story on 3rd down. That is Destin Chance with nothing downfield, scrambles just enough to get the first. It's happened 3 or 4 times already today.
Well, 3rd and long in those situations, your linebackers are going to be going out into coverage. They do there, and it bites them. Fighting forward, that's number 20 on the carry for the Wildcats. It's Ryan Kirk, the junior running back from Decatur, Alabama.
Injured player right now. Tank Hill's down. While they check on him, we pause. Faulkner Sports Network. Ball on the 32-yard line, 2nd and about 7. There's 4 receivers. Destin Chance out of the gun. Well, ref will blow the whistle.
Yep, 2-minute timeout.
The 2-minute timeout. We'll take it with them, Faulkner Sports Network. Second and 7 from the 32. Eagle defense needing something here. It's been a long possession for Bethel. Faulkner offense has been 3 and out the last 2 times they've been on the field. That defense been on the field nearly all of the second quarter. The drop, pressure in his face. That was not called a holding. And he hits the man on the safety valve. I'd have to see it again because 90 came through and was not being allowed to use both of his arms. Yeah. I know that you can call holding on every play, but that's not an argument to call it on none of them. The mic's not working, so I don't know what the white hat's saying down there. Anyway, it's a big play. On a critical play. Faulkner got pressure right up the middle. Chance moved off his spot, created the lane to throw the ball. Number 20, Ryan Kirk on the catch with a big gain down the sideline all the way to about the 12-yard line.
That was a time issue. Clock said 137, moved it up to 144.
144 left on the clock in the second quarter. There's the snap, the give in the middle, and he will be taken down.
It's R.J. Randolph on the stop, junior linebacker from Pensacola, Florida.
2nd and 8 from the 10. Four receivers again. Takes the snap and drops. Finds his man wide open. Touchdown. First touchdown of the day for anybody. 9-0 Bethel with the extra point pending. That is number 81, Alonzo Russell on the catch.
Great play design, good execution by Chance on that one. Strung it out. Three defenders over there in that defensive backfield. Receiver went behind all 3 of them, wide open in the end zone. Easy throw and catch for the Wildcats.
Extra point pending from Zach Clutch. That one up. And no good. 9-0 lead for the Wildcats. 1:06 left in the half. Faulkner Sports Network. Well, if you want referees that absolutely let them play, you've had that today. 34 yards on 3 penalties in the first half total for the 2 teams. And that's fine as long as those are the rules that you play in within the entire game.
Right.
We've seen too many times where they let a lot of things go in the first half and then call everything in the second half, and now nobody knows what the rules are anymore. It's the one thing that kind of jumps out at me.
Yeah, and of those 3 penalties, one of them is a kick out of bounds. The other is a false start on the offense.
Right.
So
you have to call those. There's no, like, the ball rolled out of bounds and you didn't call it. Like, something's amiss. So. Ball on the left hash. Faulkner offense back in there. 4 receivers. Marshall with a back behind him. 1:06 to go and 2 timeouts to play with. The give is to Robin Harris, left guard. Stacked up about the 27-yard line.
Robin Harris on the carry, Malik Rowe on the tackle. Gain about 2, brings up second down and 8.
Four receivers. Takes the snap. Fakes the give. Throws it over the middle. Gage Mims up near midfield. Eagles will burn a timeout here, I would think. The clock's got to stop to move the chains. At 29.9, it stops.
Yeah, they just called the timeout. That's a good play call to get Deuce Marshall something in rhythm within the offense at an early breaking play across the middle.
Timeout by Faulkner.
So that's going to be their second of the half.
Your thought right now is don't be greedy. Just try to get into field goal range, which for Jacob Huff is the 37-yard line.
Right. If you can get it to the 30, you feel really good and try to get yourself something on the board going in half.
And you get the ball coming out.
Right. But it has been a half really dominated by the Wildcats of Bethel. The score may not necessarily show it, 9-0, but 216 yards of total offense for the Wildcats in this first half. Just 81 for the Eagles, and three really just exhausting drives for that Wildcat offense, those last 3 possessions that they had.
And a lot of that comes down to the Eagle defense is tired.
Yep.
Because you had 2 straight 3-and-outs on offense.
Yep. They're tired. You can't get off the field on third down. You give up the runs to the quarterback there. So,
yeah, and Chance came into this game negative 13 yards rushing, and he's already over 40 for the day. 4 receivers. Marshall takes the snap, holding on to it too long. You're coming out of a timeout with that result. It's the last thing you wanted.
Again, situation, you can't take that sack there. Clock's still rolling. So that'll likely do it.
44 is where they're going to spot it. 10.9 left. Marshall gets the snap off. There's not going to be time for anything. You just got to take a shot, and he holds on to it and scrambles. Throws it down the field. Incomplete. And we go to half. 9-0 Bethel on the Faulkner Sports Network. Welcome back live to Billy D. Hillier Stadium on the campus of Faulkner University for the second half here. 9-0 lead. Bethel up on Faulkner. Eagles, two very promising first possessions deep in Bethel territory. Came away with a missed field goal and a fumble. And then struggled to convert first downs after that, leading to the defense being on the field a long time, which resulted in Bethel scoring its first touchdown of the game, the only touchdown of the game to this point, on its last possession. Bounces off the tackler across the 25 to the 30, and what a return. Just Kentrell Borden knocked backwards, went back about 2 yards, reset himself, got his foot in the ground, and went back forward again. Got about 12, 13 more yards after the hit.
Get across the 30 to start the drive. 34 will be the official starting point for this drive.
Yeah, and is that your spark plug? Eagles just 77 yards of total offense.
And 0 of 5 on third down, so you have got to get something going here offensively on this possession.
4 receivers. Harris will flare out right. They'll throw it to him. They read it perfectly and blew it up. He didn't even see the hit coming. So it's a significant loss.
KJ Murden on the stop. You said it. Read it right off the jump.
That is going to be a rush because it went backwards. A lateral.
That's a 7-yard loss.
Golly. 7-yard loss on first down, 2nd and 17. Takes the snap, keeps it himself around left side. Going to make it 3rd and 12. Third and 12, everything in tight. Drops, looks, fires, caught by Borden. Tries to make a man miss. He'll end up a couple of yards shy of the sticks. Ball at the 42-yard line.
At least makes it a conversation, but there's not one that's going to be had on that sideline. Punting unit will come out.
Well, right now, Braxton Berry's been the best player all day. Don't take an opportunity away from him. And that sounds like I'm making a joke. I'm really not. Braxton Berry is averaging 50 yards a punt on 3 punts, and he's dropped 2 of them inside the 20. And that's another good one. Fielded at the 21 and stuck. Right about the 25-yard line, Jacob Champion, the long snapper, down there to hit him.
Champion down there to make the stop. I don't think he saw the stop coming. I think it stopped him. It was a line drive punt right to the return man.
So to the 24-yard line will be the Bethel offense. That going to go down as a 38-yard punt. Fakes the give, does chance, and slides right around the left side. Put him at the 26, 2nd and 8. Hits his man, and Cade Horton on the stop immediately.
Going to get him to the 30, so now 3rd and about 4.
This is where Destin Chance has made hay today on 3rd down. Faulkner's been able to get pressure, move him off his spot, but he's been able to create with his legs. Takes a snap, drops, fires, caught short of the sticks, and they're going to push him back. Where do they give the spot? Right at the sticks.
Yeah, they're going to get that initial spot for the first down. He was right at the stick.
That is the 11th first down of the game for the Wildcats.
148 or 152 yards now through the air for Chance.
He'll lose a few on that play. Tank Hill back into the ball game. Replacing A.J. Alozi. Drops, looks, plenty of time, heaves it down on field and overshoots his man. Third and 12.
Caleb Williams down again on the far side of the field.
Yeah, Caleb Williams had to get checked on a couple of times today. They'll have to go out and check on him again. He was the guy with the closing speed to get close to Ray Harvey on that play. But it apparently took everything he had in the tank to get there. They'll check on him. Will Pauls, Faulkner Sports Network. Third and 12. Takes a snap. Drops. Fires. Complete. First down. Number 6 to Jaden Pressey. Another third down conversion for Bethel. They're now 6 of 12 on third down. Drops, looks, fires, complete.
And wide open. Number 11 on the reception that time, Kareem Kuhn.
R.J. Randolph, by the way, with 8 tackles. That is a career high for him.
This Bethel offense just finding every hole in this zone by the Eagles here.
Screen pass again. And Randolph. Is that Randolph again on that tackle?
That was
Or Rod Ivy that time. Yeah. Second and 12. Winded defense. Big men coming off the field there. Drops, looks, fires. Oof. And had it in his hands, but couldn't hang on.
It's Harvey again. Down the deep pass, open in the back of the end zone. Like you said, just went through his hands, but safety retreating on that at least took away the vision of Harvey to make the catch.
Ball at the 26. Four receivers. Takes the snap, drops. Plenty of time, fires. Picked off by number 12. We have no idea who number 12 is. He's not on our roster. We'll find out.
It's a good job getting back, sitting in coverage. Ball thrown deep. We'll see if the Eagles can do anything on that interception. The second one of the day for the Wildcats.
Andre McMillan wasn't on our roster as wearing 12, but fortunately he was on the field wearing 12 for the Eagles. He came in for Caleb Williams after the injury, and Andre McMillan, a drive that looked like it was about to be a backbreaker for Faulkner, and McMillan gets the pick in the end zone to leave him in the ballgame. Now can your offense do something? And Styles Hughes just wrapped up in the backfield.
This defensive front, they're just pinning their ears back, that front seven. They're coming after that. They know the run's coming. Nothing's been thrown deep. Any throw's been short, so they're just coming after it at this point of the ball game. And now they're making the Eagles get behind the sticks essentially every drive.
Andre McMillan, by the way, a grad student defensive back out of Castleberry, Alabama, transferred from Mississippi College. Division II program that shuttered. Deuce Marshall puts the foot in the ground, goes right ahead, and not quite back to the original line of scrimmage, and now you're 3rd and long again. Prior to that snap, 70 yards of total offense for Faulkner in the game. They started the half with 77. So back to 74 yards of offense now. They're negative 3 yards in this quarter. Four receivers. Marshall out of the gun. Takes the snap, drops. Got to move off the spot. Scrambles, throws, batted down. He wanted Gage Mims. Great job by K.J. Murden. Bolivar, Tennessee senior. Transfer from Austin P. Read Marshall's eyes the whole way.
They did a good job bracketing the receiver on that one. One on top, one underneath, and just knocked it away on a short throw.
So Faulkner.
Again, quick possession, punting it right back to him.
Barry gets that one off. Miss kick on that one, but it takes a Faulkner bounce.
It's going to be about the probably 48-yard line, 47, somewhere in that ballpark. They're going to go 50-yard line. That's a generous spot by the side judge. But as it is, 50 yards to pay dirt for the Wildcat offense.
Out of the gun, four receivers. There's the give, right tackle. And he'll go down about 3-yard gain there. Four receivers. Takes the snap, drops, pressure coming again, throws it short, incomplete. And listen, you got to credit the 4 down linemen from Faulkner. They are not bringing the blitz at all. They're dropping everybody back into coverage. And those 4 down linemen have been getting pressure despite the amount of time that they're spending on the field. Now, their snaps, obviously, they don't. But they're rushing 4 against 5 and sometimes 6 and still affecting the quarterback. Now you're 3rd and about 7. Takes the snap, drops, looks, fires. McMillan will chase him out of bounds, and that should bring the punt unit out. McMillan had the pick to end the last possession. That was the second interception of the day by the Faulkner defense. It's the first time since 2023 that the Eagles have had multi-interception games in back-to-back outings. So we've talked about this defense. They've been good, and I don't know what this result's going to turn out to be today, but the defense has been what it should be. If you thought that Bethel was going to not ever get to the end zone, I don't think you've seen Bethel play. Yeah. But the defense has kept them in the game. The offense right now is the problem. They have negative 4 yards of offense here in the third quarter. That punt gets over the head of the return man and into the end zone. He throws it back in. Are they going to say he –
give it the 3-yard line.
I thought he was clearly in the end zone, but who knows?
It looked like that from here, but they've got better eyes on it than we do right on the goal line. So, as it is, great punt for Bethel. Punter's Logan Miller, number 97.
Yeah.
Does a good job pinning them deep.
And it's one of those situations where Dane Brown couldn't challenge if he wanted to because the cameras are not operating down there. I think that's what happened on that interception they challenged earlier. Cameras are not working. Couldn't get an angle. Now they're all the way back at the 3-yard line.
Now a conversation going on between two of the white hat and someone else now.
Clock operator, please stop the clock and put 5:21 on the game clock. 5:21, thank you.
Going to reset the game clock to 5:21.
First and 10 for Faulkner. The ball thrown for a 3-yard line.
2 receivers. Pistol look. The give is to Harris. Does get out of the end zone. Drives his legs forward and gets something up to the 8-yard line.
It's a good 5-yard run on first down. We'll see if they can capitalize here and get the first down in what feels like a long time.
It is. It would be a long time. Marshall wants the ball. He'll keep it himself. He'll go right side. Deuce Marshall's got a lane. Deuce Marshall's going to turn the corner. Deuce Marshall's going to take it to the house. And there's a flag at the 30-yard line. There's a flag all the way back at the 30. They've called 2 blocking infractions today. This is the second one.
It's a holding on the Eagles, the first holding call of the day.
So holding on Faulkner. You can run the penalties down. There's a false start. There's a blindside block.
Yep.
There's the offensive pass interference on the first play, and there's this holding. And that's all there is today. So that negates a 92-yard Deuce Marshall touchdown run that would have been more than double the offensive output of the entire day.
As much as anything, finally gives this offense a shot in the arm that it needed. Now you've taken that away.
Two receivers left, one right. Marshall saw the seam and took off. They'll get a blocking infraction on the receiver on that side. Marshall spins his shoulders, nowhere to go, scrambles, gets forward, somehow turns a sack into a gain.
Tackle by Jordan Jackson.
Two receivers left, one right. Marshall out of the gun. Working left. Up to the 25-yard line.
Miller along with Brylan Jordan on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and 6 from the 25-yard line.
Third and 5 now. Hughes flares out. Marshall throws it over the middle. Darian Riggs turns the corner. Darian Riggs upfield.
Got it.
Darian Riggs is loose. No flags. Nobody touch anybody. Darian Riggs to the house. Touchdown. They were looking for something to pop, and Darian Riggs delivered. Marshall stood in there, kept his eyes downfield, made a great throw.
That was the best Deuce Marshall's looked in that pocket in this ball game, and delivers the strike, and then that just lets Riggs be able to do what he does really well, as that run after the catch, and makes a couple of defenders miss, and then the rest is history. Nobody touches him near him there for the last 50-plus yards.
Jacob Huff up and good, and all of a sudden, you're in a one-possession ball game when you felt lifeless for most of the last 20 or so minutes of football.
I mean, you've got to give credit to the defense. Yeah, they've given up yards. They've given up things that where Bethel had them in every kind of way, but they've been able to stay within, keep themselves within this ball game and keep it in reach.
They have. They found ways. The Andre McMillan pick.
Yep.
And then McMillan pushed him out of bounds to end the last possession. Just found ways. They have bent, but they have not broken much. And now Darian Riggs, with the play of the game, a 75-yard catch and run. And Faulkner is on the board and back in the ball game.
Micah Jones along with Seth Medina.
After a play, 2 plays earlier, when Deuce Marshall broke what looked like a 92-yard touchdown run, called back by a penalty, would have been easy to quit right there. Faulkner kept at it and found something on 3rd down. And Huff will send that thing back into the end zone. Now the defense, let's see if they get a little life about them. They've had to play really, really quick possessions. That Faulkner did not have a first down since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been.
And now your defense has been off the field for a minute.
Able to get a little bit of a rest. That was a quick possession for the Eagles, but you'll take the points for sure if you're this defense. That gives you a shot in the arm here. Gets you back out on the field ready to go.
Takes a snap, drops, pressure coming, sends it downfield. Got a man wide open. Oh, my goodness.
Answers right back.
Oh, my goodness. All the way to the house. Touchdown. So Faulkner's longest play of the year is immediately countered by A one-shot possession over the top.
75-yard strike from Chance in this Wildcat offense.
So the last two plays have covered 150 yards of offense and have resulted in touchdowns for each team.
That was Pressey on the catch. And his big day now, 5 receptions, 122 yards, and that touchdown.
Extra point up and good. So 16-7, right back to a 9-point Bethel lead, 2:42 to go in the third. Faulkner Sports Network. So Faulkner's longest play of the year, a 75-yard touchdown pass to Darian Riggs, is followed immediately by Bethel's longest play of the year, a 75-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Pressey. We reset with a 9-point ball game, 2:42 to go in the third. Zach Clutch will tee it up. Destin Chance up to 269 yards passing now. Fielded back at the 2. 10, 15, stumbles, and drops shy of the 20.
First and 10 for the Eagles, about their 18-yard line.
Looking ahead to next week, Bethel moves into the part of its schedule where they will deal with the 2 Cumberlands in back-to-back weeks. Faulkner will have Georgetown, followed by receiving votes, University of the Cumberlands, followed by number 7, Lindsey Wilson, and number 12, Campbellsville, and then the receiving votes, Cumberland.
So you're saying it's an easy road.
Yeah. Bethel is the last non-ranked opponent that Faulkner faces this year. And Deuce Marshall is sacked.
So Maury Chapman, the defensive lineman, getting in there from Nashville, Tennessee. And 9-yard loss on the play.
241 yards of offense for Faulkner, or rather 148 yards of offense for Faulkner at this juncture. There's Gage Mims, and he's hit as soon as he catches it, and the ball comes out.
Recovered for a touchdown by Bethel. That's number 50.
Are they going to go complete and fumble, or are they going to go interception? I mean,
they called it on the field, fumble and touchdowns. Deshaun Love, the defensive lineman, recovering the football.
They rule it catch, fumble, scoop and score. 22-7. Extra point pending. Dane Brown arguing Gage Mims never had possession of that football. He was hit as soon as the ball got there. We don't have video to say whether he caught it or not.
I think that's what they're just landing at. Just not enough evidence or anything to go to say otherwise, so call on the field will stay.
Rizzo challenge by Faulkner.
Extra point pending from Zach Clutch. Up and good, 24 or 23-7 Bethel, Faulkner Sports Network. Ball teed up on the 35-yard line. Zach Clutch will kick it away. A non-offensive touchdown by Bethel has put Faulkner 2 scores down in a big way.
You're a minute 41 here left in the third quarter and down by those 2 touchdowns and then the resulting extra points. You're the point. You got to have points. You got to put points on the board. And you almost really just got to have a touchdown for your own sake at this point.
Well, except for the 175-yard play, everything else has gone backwards the entire half. Liddell in motion. There's the give to Hughes. He'll go forward. Gets it up to the 28-yard line.
And what's crazy is you look at the time of possession. It's 27 minutes and 3 seconds for Faulkner, 16 minutes and 16 seconds for Bethel. And that just tells you how quick that offense has been going once they get on the field.
Ball on the 28. Marshall, 3 backs around him. Takes the snap. There's nobody there.
It's a busted play from the start.
Loses yards. No, they got back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and about 7.
Marshall just had to make that one up on the flies. The backs went the wrong way, so he had to get what he could get. Does get back to the line of scrimmage.
Trips right, 1 left. Hughes is the back. 3rd and 7.
5 Wildcats playing up front. We'll see if any drop into coverage. They all come.
Marshall goes down again.
And
a flag downfield. Usually that's in the area of a defensive holding, which would be an automatic first down.
When you get a sack on that end, so that's a frustrating play if you're Bethel.
Would have been the 5th sack by Bethel today.
And that's exactly what it is, defensive holds, so automatic freebie of a first down for the Eagles, but still, you see the pressure from Bethel. 5 guys lined up on that defensive front. All 5 of them came after Marshall and get to him. See what they do here. Walking around is more the traditional 3-down lineman look. But that's the end of the 3rd.
So we head to the fourth quarter, 23-7 Bethel, Faulkner Sports Network. Marshall out of the gun. Takes the snap. Fires screen look. Floated it out there.
Yeah.
Didn't give him time to make a catch and make a move, and he gets dropped immediately.
You're right, floated it out there, but in Marshall's defense, he had a defender right in his face when he had to make the throw. So as it is, you lose 3 yards on first down.
So 2nd and 13 from the 36. Three receivers. Harris is the back. Liddell in motion. Give is to Harris, nowhere to go. Wrapped up, fighting half the Bethel defense. Nothing doing.
Crosses back to the 33-yard line. Third down and 15.
3rd and 15 from the 33. Trips right, one left. Marshall takes the snap, drops.
Blitz coming off the edge, gets to him.
Scrambles, throws, batted down. He's had 2 receivers in the area, but it was number 12 that dropped and knocked it down, Tyson Hornbuckle. Mentioned him earlier, man from Paris, Tennessee. Now Braxton Berry on to punt again.
And worth noting, long snapper Jacob Champion been taken back to the locker room. New long snapper in, so that's going to be.
It's Austin Gregory, FSN's own Austin Gregory. Got it to him. And Berry unleashes another good one. Caught back at the 21-yard line, and he'll make a move and be tackled. Nice open field tackle there.
Antonio Henry on the return, tackling the play made by Devin Townsend. Pressure by Matt Witherspoon.
Ball at the 30, where Bethel will go back to work.
Bethel, the ball thrown 30-yard line.
See if the Bethel offense looks to come out here and give that kill shot, if you will.
There's a flag against Bethel, declined by Faulkner. Ball is at the 30. Chance out of the gun. There's the give. And he'll be taken down.
Ryan Kirk on the carry, tackled by Miles Boyd. Also the tackle.
And they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a good push up front by the Eagles on that one.
4 receivers. Out of the gun again goes Chance. Drops, looks, fires. It's a duck coming out of his hand.
Somehow caught.
How
He's
in
out
the
of bounds.
world? They'll say out of bounds. Okay. He had 2 defenders bracketing him. And he pulled it down, but he was out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
Crazy thing is, if he could have looked down and just put his left foot down, he would have been inbounds. It was the right foot that came down on the line.
Yeah. 3rd down and 10. Drops, looks, fires, wide open in that zone again. Ray Harvey, 1st down. It's the 15th first down conversion of the game for Bethel. They're now 7 out of 15 on 3rd down. False start called here. Bethel tried to pick up the tempo.
Ball start on the offense. On your penalty. First down.
1st down and 15 following the penalty. The ball back to the 37-yard line.
There's the give up the middle. And they'll take him down. A good surge on 1st down.
Well, a strong run by Ryan Kirk on that one up the middle.
Ryan Kirk on the carry, tackled by Rod Ivy, along with R.J. Randolph.
2nd and 7. Gain of 8 on that play. Takes a shot down
Open
the
receiver.
sideline. And Horton's just lucky that Ethan Bunch dropped it.
Yeah, it was had 2 steps on him, couldn't quite make it up. Ball was a little underthrown.
Couple of subs here. Alozier and Horton will check out. Nigel Dowdle back into the ball game, along with 95 Jacoily Nathan. 3rd and 7. Fakes the give, drops, no pressure. Finds his man, and they'll stick him short of the sticks. But it's 4th and 1 at the 33. I'd imagine they go for this.
It's R.J. Randolph on the stop to get him short, but like you said, stepping right back up, go 4th and short here. Bringing
Takes
the
the snap,
blitz.
drops, looks, fires,
And
defensive holding.
Yep.
So 1st down.
It's great recognition by Chance. Saw the blitz coming, put the ball up, knew there was going to be one-on-one pressure on the outside or one-on-one coverage on the outside. Puts the ball up, and you get rewarded with the penalty here.
So because he threw the ball instead of defensive holding, you're probably about to get a pass interference. Nope, they did go defensive holding.
Spot. Automatic first down.
A lot of conversation about where to put the ball, and they finally get a ball placed. 23-yard line. 4 receivers. Takes a snap, drops. Pressure coming. Got him on the backside, Tank Hill. Tank Hill's the man that gets home on that one.
It's his first sack on the season.
Well, and it's for all the pressure they've gotten, it's Faulkner's first sack of the day. That tells you how elusive Chance has been. Drops, throws, Harvey again. They can't make the tackle. Goes back across the other way. There's the blindside block on Nigel Dowdle. And now you're going to get a late hit out of bounds. So it's going to be a blindside block against Bethel. It's going to be a late hit out of bounds against Faulkner. And all of that's going to mean we're going to reset all of it. And Nigel Dowdle is down after taking that blindside block. So because the late hit came after the play, it will be an automatic first down. So Faulkner was about to benefit from the blindside block, but the late hit out of bounds will cost them the first down anyway. Good to see Nigel Dowdle up, walking off on his own. So let's see. First and 10 at the 18. (23-7). Your score. The Faulkner defense has given up 16 points today. It was a scoop and score by Bethel that resulted in the last touchdown. 9:41 and counting left. Takes the snap, drops, fires, end zone, touchdown. Number 13, Micah Jones, wide open, streaking across the back of the end zone. 29-7, Wildcats lead.
Chance now 22 of 42 on the afternoon, 321 yards and 3 touchdowns. Big game for Chance, and then you add 46 yards or net of 37 yards for Chance on the ground.
Up and good. 30-7 Bethel. They've scored the last 21 points. There's 9:29 left. Faulkner Sports Network. Ball teed up, ready to be kicked away. 9:29 to go in a 21-point ball game. Sent deep.
And out of bounds, so 35-yard line again will be the starting spot.
Free kick out of bounds, Tennessee. One for the 35-yard line, first down.
To the 35. Second time today that's happened.
First and 10 Eagles go off their own 35.
Shout out to our Faulkner Sports Network crew. Jacob Schaefer running production today. Our production assistant, Addison Carter. Our researcher, Jackson Parker. Drops, scrambles, rolling left. Going to have to keep it himself. They'll run him out of bounds on the other side. Got maybe a yard. No, they'll say out of bounds right at the stick.
Yep.
Darian Lewis knocked him out of bounds. Second down and 10.
Ball's on the 35. 4 receivers. Marshall out of the gun, a back behind him. Working left, keeps it himself. Option look, holds on to it, got a yard, maybe 2.
I'm going to give him 2 yards on the run, so 3rd and 8 for the offense.
31 carries for Faulkner for 25 yards. 3 receivers. Takes a snap and drops. Slings it. He wants Riggs. Incomplete. Deuce Marshall takes a shot at the back end of that play. And he is shaken up coming off the field. So Braxton Berry back on. Berry lets that one go. Fair caught. Right at the 17, 18-yard line, somewhere in there. 7th punt of the day for Braxton Berry. That one went for 46 yards. He's averaging almost 45 per punt today.
Good day for the punter usually indicates a bad day for the offense, and that's...
Well, maybe. Maybe. You know, that is one of the old coaching things. You want every drive to end in a kick. And it's okay if you punt it away as long as you're doing a little something offensively in between. And that has been, with the exception of one big play, that's been the issue for the Eagles today. 9 first downs in total. But your total yards, you got 47 plays for 164 yards, and 75 of that was on one play. Another injured Eagle on the field. Let's pause. Faulkner Sports Network. 4 receivers in the formation, 1 back, 7:20 and counting to go. Puts it in the belly of the running back, and he'll work over left guard and go down after a solid gain near the sticks, and they will give him the first down. For Destin Chance, and there's still plenty of time for him to add to these numbers, but quite the game. 329 yards passing with 3 touchdowns, and then it's been the mobility that has created so much.
Yep.
He's created running lanes. He's kept plays alive. He's extended drives, 46 yards on 7 carries. And, again, he came into the day with negative 13 yards over a couple of games rushing. And Bethel content to take the air out of the ball right now.
In the first half, it was Chance's legs that kept a lot of those drives alive for Bethel on third down. They're 7 of 16 on third down, but 2 of 2 on fourth.
Third down has been solid for Bethel, not as efficient as they would like to be. Picks it up, hands it to the man, and gets it across. It's the kind of day it's been. Low snap, no problem. 3rd and about 3. Thirty-6-yard line on 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. There's a flag. They'll drive him back.
Let's see what that flag is. It's going to be motioning false start on the offense.
I think you decline after that run.
Nope, legal formation.
Yep. So 4th down now. Ball on the 35. Punter back onto the field with 4.5 to go. The familiar sounds of drag racing in Montgomery coming off of the boulevard behind us, or across from us, rather. Gets that punt up, and it's a high one. Over kicks Cade. What a beautiful punt. Oh, my.
Checks up to the 8, where it's grabbed, and that's where this possession will start for the Eagles. Great punt there for Bethel off the foot of Logan Miller.
That was a 63-yarder. Miller had the most awkward punt I've ever seen in his first punt of the day. Completely miskicked it. It went backwards. Ended up losing 3 yards on the punt. But since then, he's rocked a 55 and a 63 and gotten his average up to almost 40 yards a punt. Second longest punt of the day at 63 yards. How about that? You boot a ball 63 yards. It's not even the longest one in the game because Braxton Berry's got one that was 64. Marshall awaits the snap. And a flag with 3:56 to go. Offsides against Bethel. So they say the defense caused the offense to react, so the penalty goes against Bethel.
So 1st and 5.
First down and 5 from the 13-yard line for Faulkner.
Marshall out of the gun. Just like to see the ball snap so the clock starts moving. It's been 3:56 on the clock for quite a while now. Takes the snap. Works left. And the clock didn't start till after the tackle.
But is the clock moving? So they say loss of a yard on that one? Or no gain?
Maybe a yard. You got up to the 14. Looks like 2nd and 4. There's Robin Harris to the 16. 3rd and 2. Faulkner going to try to convert a 3rd down. They're 2 of 11 on 3rd down conversions today.
Makes up 3rd down and 2.
If you're Dane Brown, you'd like just to see your team convert this, put together a long possession in the game with the ball in their hands, whether they score or not. There's the snap, the give.
Again, 5 defensive linemen, or 5 coming there, and the linebacker just sitting back waiting for the run, stops it right in the middle. So no gain, maybe a little bit of loss there on 3rd. 4th down, they're going to have to punt.
Loss of 1 brings up 4th down.
Wouldn't mind seeing them wait till after the 2-minute timeout to punt this thing.
There's no need to punt till after that.
They will wait. So after the 2-minute timeout, Braxton Berry will punt one more time. 30-7 is the Bethel lead on the Faulkner Sports Network. Braxton Berry looking to punt it away again. His final punt of the day takes a good bounce and fielded right around the 38-yard line.
Yard punt, no return. 1st and 10 for Bethel, the ball for our own 38-yard line.
From the 38-yard line. That punt was 47 yards, by the way.
Straight head off that right guard, get him a couple of yards.
Gain of 1 brings up second down and 9.
And the Bethel running back cramping up, trying not to keep the clock moving.
They'll bring everything in tight with 1:20 and counting left in the ball game.
Looks like victory formation from that.
Yep, going to take a knee, and that's going to get us close to the end of this one. So, Bethel will move to 2-2. Again, they go to Cumberland's, and then, or they take on Cumberland's and then Cumberland. Faulkner will host Georgetown right here next week at 12 o'clock in a game that precedes a pair of soccer games here on campus. The Faulkner Futures team plays tomorrow, 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, against the Georgia Warhawks. If you happen to be around Montgomery, a lot of those players will go worship at the university congregation with the campus minister John Lay around 8 o'clock in the morning. So you want to join some of those guys. So Faulkner will drop to 3-2, 0-1 in Mid-South Conference play. And it's a game that the score's an odd one to see because your defense played really well. The majority of the ball game wore out from the amount of time on the field, but kept you in it at 9-0. You hit a 75-yard play. All of a sudden, it's 9-7. Everything feels different. Very next play, 75-yarder from Bethel. Then a scoop and score, and now you're out of it.
That's a backbreaker.
Yeah.
The one-play shot right after you feel good, you get back in it, you give up that one big play, and then you immediately go out, 2 plays later, and then it's the scoop and score. That's mentally you're done at that point. And we saw a little bit of that here this afternoon, and just defense again kept Faulkner in this game for much of it.
Yeah, and listen, you see that 30-point game, and 23 of those were given up by the defense.
Right.
So you feel like if you come out against a team the caliber of Bethel with a quarterback the caliber they have and you hold them to 23, you've got a shot. The issue for the Eagles was they couldn't get enough going offensively. 2 out of 12 on third down conversions today for the Faulkner offense. They ran 50 plays for 166 yards. Bethel ran 69 plays for 408 yards, and that is the difference in the game.
And again, just a phenomenal day from the quarterback, Destin Chance. You look at that final stat line, 23 of 43, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, and that 75-yard backbreaker here in the third quarter.
So the Eagles dropped to 3-2. Host Georgetown next week at 12 o'clock. Hit you with a couple of individual leaders for Faulkner. Deuce Marshall threw for 139 yards and a touchdown. Robin Harris had 23 yards rushing to lead the team there. 80 yards receiving for Darian Riggs to lead the way. Defensively, it's Randolph with a career game. 11 tackles for R.J. Randolph. Several other players with 4 or more, but R.J. Randolph with 11. That's a big deal. You got picks from Elijah Short and Andre McMillan in there as well. So Eagles had some good things. Look, and you got to talk about Braxton Berry.
Yeah. 8
punts for an average of 45 yards per punt.
3 of them inside the 20.
3 inside the 22 fair catches.
Yeah.
164-yarder in there, which is like the 6th longest punt in the NAIA all season long. Like, he had a great day. Gave you a chance, flipped the field, put your defense in good position. Those are things you can build on moving forward, and we'll see what the Eagles can put together next week against Georgetown.
That's the biggest thing, and we'll see kind of what happens at quarterback. You've talked about it off the jump, a lot of injury at that spot again, so we'll see if it's Deuce Marshall or if it's, in fact, they get one of these other quarterbacks back healthy enough to take snaps.
For Jacob Schaefer and Addison Carter, for our researcher Jackson Parker, for David Turner, I'm Jeremy Smith. This has been the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner Eagle Football. Good night, and God bless you.